It's finally here. We are releasing our video about our stay at Cofton at Christmas and New Year in 2025. Now, after we wrapped the tree up, quite literally as you can see here, we headed off onto the road, and it wasn't long before we stopped at our first stop. There are many reasons we choose Gloucester services to stop and stretch our legs, and the play area is one of them. It's pretty incredible, and Brie loves to stretch her legs and let loose in here. And of course we had to stop for the sausage sandwiches, which we always get when we stop here. And that is because children eat for £1.50 when an adult buys a normal adult-sized meal, and that includes the sausage sandwiches as well. After hitting the road for a little bit longer, we finally arrived at Cofton. Now, just a word of warning, it is a little bit tight when you come down here, but it is so worth it. When you come in, you turn right and you will find check-in and reception.
I know you're excited.
Now, when we got here, it was all set up for Christmas, and it was the last day of their Santa's grotto, and we had a little surprise planned for Brianna. So it was time to get her back to the caravan and find our pitch. What are we about to do, Luke? Of course. Get here, heavens have opened up, and we need the awning up, so we're going to put it up. Don't even know if you can hear me. Now, for some people, they call this divorce in a bag, but to be honest, the amount of times we've done it now, I'm pretty sure we've got it nailed. And what I didn't appreciate was these two jokers hanging around watching us. But all jokes aside, genuinely, it's getting quicker and easier every time we do it. Granted, it doesn't look that way, but I promise you, from the first time we did this to now, we've definitely got better.
I'll go.
And of course, not everything goes to plan, but may I introduce to you the mocking table. I'm being mocked by a table. Is there? There's a robin. But this table is mocking me. Luke, this table is mocking me. I've done everything. Yes? Thank you for believing in me, darling daughter. I love you. Bree shouting in there, go on, Mommy, I believe in you. So I can't let this kid down. But this foot won't go out. I figured everything else out but the foot. Yeah. Now, I'm going to fast forward because I was here a while, and whilst Luke was trying to talk me through what to do, nothing was working. So I did what any self-respecting woman would do. I called for backup and I brought the husband in. Go to the mocking table. Let me hold your drink.
We'll go try to lift it like that.
So, turns out I'd done exactly what Luke had thought I'd done, and I'd pushed the lever too far. Luke 1, me 0.
Oh, it's a mocking table. You're not funny.
So finally, with the table sorted, it was time to get to the tree out. And yes, we had bought the tree from home, and yes, we wrapped it in cling film. And do I feel sorry for this McDonald's toy that was squished in there? Absolutely not. One thing I will say is we are always so impressed at the lineup Cofton have on over Christmas and New Year. It really doesn't disappoint, just look at all the activities going on. And while some of these are paid activities, the majority of these are included in your stay, which is incredible. With the lights being up, we decided to head down to the main complex area where we knew the kids' entertainment was going to be that night. And on the way down, we couldn't help but get a little bit excited because we knew that Santa was here and it was his last day at Cofton. Now, if you've been here before, you might recognise this. This is the splash pad, and they had turned the splash pad into Santa's grotto. And wow, it was amazing. Now, Brianna didn't know, but we'd secretly booked her in to see Santa, and she'd never been to see Santa before, so we were really excited. One thing we found every year when we've come here is that their display at Christmas and New Year is sensational. Now, once we'd got those photos, we headed to the entertainment, and for our first night, it was certainly festive. Now, this next bit, this is where Cofton really comes into its own, and it really goes to show you how special the people are who work here. Now, this was Brianna's first time in seeing Santa Claus, and we really wanted to make it special. We knew that there were some activities before she went to meet Santa, but we also knew that as soon as she did these, she'd know exactly where she was going. So after a little chat with the entertainment crew, we managed to, let's just say, really surprise her. And Fionn, you were incredible. And we can't thank you enough.
I'm sure Santa knows that you're here.
Now, thanks to Cofton and their amazing staff, they really made this moment really special for us as a family, but also Brianna as well. And I just want to share some photos of what happened next.
Help Santa find his way
Help Santa find his way
on Christmas Eve
on Christmas Eve
in his magical sleigh.
in his magical sleigh.
That's it! And then he'll find you because you're on your holiday.
After an absolutely festive and fun-filled evening, we got our goodie bag and headed back to the caravan where Leffy, our elf, was ready for his next adventures. And after a really emotional evening for all the good reasons, we woke up to this beautiful sight. And when I tell you this sight never gets old, it really doesn't. As part of the free children's entertainment, we had the Animal Man while we were there, and I have to admit I really enjoyed it. And so did Brianna, despite her not wanting to touch many of the animals. Now, whilst some of the animals were super small and cute, like this little guy, Some of them were much bigger, and I have to admit I'm with Brie on this one. This one terrified me, but it was only when one of her favourite entertainers stepped up to the mark. Leona, thank you so much, because after you did it, she really stepped up, overcame her fears, and I'm so proud of her. And after we headed back to the caravan, and where I was grateful that the tree was still in one piece, everything else had descended into chaos. Now, while that was all happening, I thought I would do a tour around our pitch. Now, we had a hard-standing super pitch. Now, that is fully serviced with electric, water, drainage and the TV aerial. We'd actually got our awning out because we were here over Christmas and New Year, and it gave us some extra space, and you'll see that space in just a second. Now, we'd also put some lights up, we'd got our Santa stop here, and as you can see, the pitch size is pretty incredible really. Lots and lots of space. The car goes on the front. We're really happy with the super pitches that they've got here. Now let me take you inside the awning just so you can see that bit of extra space that it gives us. Now, we don't normally put it up in the winter, but because we were here for Christmas and New Year, we decided to. And that also allowed us to put this tree up, which was heavily decorated by the time we left. We'd got our additional fridge freezer there, and we also had our pizza oven and table, and you can probably see it just there. We had our air fryers as well. Now, I'm sure many families can relate, but we don't like to be cooped up too much. So it wasn't long before we got our walking boots on and headed up towards the top of Cofton, because they've got a private forest walk that takes you across to Dawlish Warren. And whilst we didn't complete that walk to Dawlish Warren on this occasion, we do love heading that way just to get into the forest and into nature a little bit more. And after that, it was back to the caravan for a bit of chill out time. And if any of you were collecting the Disney cards at Christmas from Morrison's, you'll feel this pain. And after opening another pack, it was finally time for the evening kids entertainment. Ready? Again, one of the main reasons why we can't praise the entertainment team enough.
Hello there, boys and girls. Is everybody happy? I can't hear you. Is everybody happy? Yeah!
And you can't beat a caravan breakfast when you use your Ninja pizza oven to do your pastries. Now, we love our pizza oven, and as you can see here, it's not used just for pizza. It does a number of different things, but it comes on all of our caravan holidays. Now, I feel like I have to explain myself here because this is not my mobility scooter. It is in fact Luke's dad's mobility scooter. He didn't feel up for coming on this walk, so no, I haven't kicked him off it so I can ride it. But Brianna was so excited to be out on his scooter, I decided that I was going to take the reins and I would drive it. And it was such a good afternoon out. Where are we going, Brie?
To the beach.
Who's driving the mobility scooter?
You go fast.
This is very safe. Mummy's in control. I'm steering. Who's driving?
No.
We borrowed Gaga's mobility scooter.
Because he asked really nicely.
We did ask very nicely. Yes, we did. Because it's a long walk to the beach, isn't it?
Yes.
And Gaga didn't want to come out in the cold, so we've taken Nanny out, Daddy out, me, you, and where's Fraser? He's here somewhere. There's Fraser, look.
Fraser's lead.
Yeah. And we're going to go and have
Beach.
yeah, look on the beach, aren't we?
Yeah. Having a look on the beach.
Let's go!
Yeah.
And after a short walk, we reached the beach, and it was pretty much empty because of the weather. But that weather never stopped us because we know what's here as well. There's not just a beach. There is an arcade, and we were so pleased to see that it was open. Can we all just appreciate the giant hungry hippos there? Out of 10, 5 being the best, 0 being
It turns out here I was clearly colder than I thought because that made no sense. So here's a take two.
So Brie, these donuts, 5 being the best donuts ever, 0 being the worst donuts you've ever eaten. What are we? Are they a 5 or are they 0?
Fire.
Yeah. They are pretty good donuts. Princess Brianna being fed the donuts.
I'm a Korean.
Sorry, not Princess Brianna, Queen Brianna. Is that better?
Yeah.
Ready?
And just like that, it was time to head back to the campsite after another successful afternoon out. Despite it being quite cold, we all had a really, really lovely afternoon. And after eventually getting home after Brianna's questionable driving skills, we were back to Nanny and Grandad's because did we tell you that they hired one of Cofton's static caravans over the Christmas period? That meant we could often start mornings like this in our caravan. But then we headed over to their static caravan, which was literally only about a 2-minute walk away. And we could join them for games and snacks and lots more fun, including some gingerbread house making. Now, one of the things we love about Cofton is the entertainment team, because the children's entertainment team are phenomenal. Now, at this point, Brianna was basically one of the entertainment team herself and had really made herself at home. But having these guys really lets us wind down as a family together at the end of a day. And they always have some amazing things to do. Now, at Christmas, this was tenfold, including things like this. And that's only just a few of the things that we got up to at Cofton in the lead up to Christmas. And on Christmas Eve, they put on what they called a digital panto, and this was optional. We really enjoyed it because this allowed us to slow down a little bit, spend some time together, and really just take in this really special time of year. For those of you wondering, can you go on a caravan holiday at Christmas and not miss out on all those Christmas traditions? The answer is yes. In fact, you can create new ones as well. We spent that evening on Christmas Eve sprinkling the reindeer food outside. We read books, we watched some Christmas films. We did what we normally do at home, but it was even more special. And once the reindeer food was sprinkled, it was time to go inside to sort Brianna's Christmas plate out, where we left some milk and a mince pie for Santa, some leftover reindeer food and a carrot for Rudolph and his friends, and of course we had Santa's magical key so he could get into the caravan this year. We put that under the Christmas tree that was in our awning outside, and then it was time to go and get some sleep so Leffy the elf could head back to the North Pole and Santa could come and visit. And that brings us to the end of part 1 of our Cofton Christmas and New Year special. Don't forget to join us for our next episode because we're going to share with you what it's really like to spend Christmas Day on holiday in your caravan. And we can't wait to share with you what other adventures we get up to. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to hype as well. Thank you for coming on our journey with us. See you next time.